Gold and global liquidity have been exploding to the upside, and Bitcoin is soon about to follow according to this chart. Bitcoin usually always follows. On top of that, we are coming close to the 50 weekly moving average, and we have been touching our level of support. So should we be getting bullish again? Should we be buying again? I will be talking about that exactly in today's update video. We'll be talking about my trading update and much more. So as always, let's get started with a shorter time frame. And in a shorter time frame, yes, Bitcoin has been falling down below this level of support. However, I have been talking about this downtrending level of support extensively, and Bitcoin has been exactly finding a bottom from of this level. In that shorter time frame, we have been dumping even more to the downside, right, to be filling up this liquidity wick that we have been creating right over here. So this is beautifully playing out as expected. Now, during this weekend, we are seeing some sideways consolidation like we are usually seeing during the course of weekends. Usually we tend to just consolidate sideways at around that CME close price, which in this weekend is sitting at the 106.4k level. Now, we have been forming this downtrending level of resistance, and yesterday or today, we have been finding a small rejection from of this level. We are trying to be breaking above this level again, which I do think could be possible by next week. However, maybe potentially the most important thing right now going on in crypto is that gold is exploding to the upside, the global liquidity is exploding to the upside, and usually always Bitcoin follows after. Whenever gold explodes to the upside, usually whenever gold then follows with the consolidation, usually all of that money starts to rotate back in towards Bitcoin, and Bitcoin picks up the rally again. Bitcoin tends to follow gold after gold tends to finish with its rally. So a lot of people are expecting this again. Are we going to be following gold again? Are we going to be following that global liquidity to the upside even further? And yes, I do think that this is extremely bullish, and we could see another rally to the upside. We are still holding above the 50 weekly moving average, and as long as we're still going to be trading above the 50 weekly moving average, I will still remain to be bullish on Bitcoin, and I will still be expecting higher targets, still higher prices, and I do believe that we should still remain to be bullish as long as we trade above this level. However, definitely do be aware of the facts that in a longer time frame we are getting many danger signals that are all suggesting that we are going to be topping out soon. For example, this loss of momentum, for example, the break of this parabolic trend, getting a rejection from our very important level of resistance, reaching that cycle top based on the 4-year cycle theory, 1064 days after the bear market bottom, we've exactly been reaching the top. On top of that, reaching overheating on the on-chain indicators, on the MVRV Z-score, on the Nupo chart indicator, reaching exactly that time and period where we've always been topping out at. So yeah, this is also happening, and we are seeing fading momentum, fading demand, while Bitcoin has been pushing even higher, clear bearish divergences on the apparent demand on-chain indicator. So definitely be aware of all of these warning signals, but also be aware of the fact that we could go into a longer cycle this time around. This time could actually be different if we are going to be following gold, if we are going to be following the global liquidity, and that is why I still want to remain to be bullish on Bitcoin and on crypto, on Ethereum and altcoins, as long as we still stay above the 50 weekly moving average. As long as we still trade above this level, I still want to be remaining bullish. However, I want to be cautiously bullish because I'm definitely aware of the fact that we could be topping out fairly soon, and if we are going to be breaking down below the 50 weekly moving average, I will definitely be flipping bearish, and I definitely do think that we are going to be entering a bear market again, just like we did right over here, and just like we did in 2017 in the 2018 bear market. But one thing is going to be for certain, you cannot deny the fact that right now we might maybe go into a bit of a different cycle, because this time around we have ETFs, we have bigger funds, we have a lot more smart money, big money investing into crypto. We have got gold exploding to the upside, and always after gold explodes to the upside, money rotates back into Bitcoin. So definitely be aware of that fact. We could go into a different cycle. This time could in fact be different. However, right now I will still base my opinions based on history. So anyways, yeah, I am opening up a new trade. I have been opening up a new trade on Ethereum. I am still bullish on crypto. So that is why I've been opening up this 305k Ethereum trade, which is right now basically at break even. Ethereum is trying to be breaking above this downtrending level of resistance. We are trying to be creating this double bottom right over here, which is definitely going to be looking very bullish. If we can be seeing this bounce right over here, I mean, Ethereum is setting up very nicely in this last part of the cycle, because yes, if Bitcoin has already topped out for this cycle in 2025, well, we can be seeing that Ethereum can always see its next rally for the month after we have topped out. So this period, this month after, just like we did in 2021, just like we did in 2017, where Bitcoin has peaked out already, and then following that month, well, we have seen Ethereum rallying massively to the upside. The same thing could be happening again. We have seen this Ethereum BTC shakeout. And yes, Ethereum against BTC is looking very strong. If we are going to be breaking above this level of resistance right over here, I do think we can be initiating the next rally to the upside, just like we did right over here, and just like we did right over here. So yeah, it is just going to be a matter of time until ETH BTC is going to be breaking above this level of resistance. And then I do think the next rally up can be getting initiated. Now, also one thing that I do want to mention on top of the gold price surging right now is that yes, QT, quantitative tightening, is going to be ending in the following few months. Now, QE isn't going to be starting now. However, if it is going to be starting, this is going to be sparking the biggest bull market ever. And I think this will be happening in the next cycle. In the next cycle, probably we're going to be seeing quantitative easing, and then overall altcoins can be exploding. Then Bitcoin is going to be entering a massive cycle, just like we have done in the previous past times. So no matter what is going to be happening this cycle, if we are going to be continuing this rally even further, continuing this cycle even further, or if we are going to be entering a bear market, no matter what you believe right now, please do not leave crypto, because during this next cycle, whenever we're going to be entering that next cycle, well, you want to be involved in crypto, because that next cycle is going to be the biggest, bigger than we have ever seen before. Anyways, if you're going to be getting interested in trading yourself as well, make sure to be checking out that second link down below, because with that second link down below, you can be grabbing some amazing deposit bonuses and a 25% trading fee discount, which is definitely very valuable to be checking out. Anyways, just like with Ethereum, well, I also do think that the Bitcoin dominance can be dumping a little bit further to the downside in this last part of the cycle. Maybe not to all to the lows right over here anymore in this last part of the cycle. But yeah, definitely for the next cycle, as we're going to be seeing quantitative easing, well, I do think that this is going to be possible for the next cycle. For this cycle, maybe, yeah, we can be dumping a little bit lower. However, probably not to these lows anymore. However, if you want to be up to date about all of my trading updates in absolute real time, make sure to join my Platinum group with the first link down below, and then you'll be up to date about everything I'm doing in real time, about all of my updates, what I'm thinking about the markets in real time. So that is definitely very valuable to check out. For that first link down below, it is free to join. And anyways, with that being said, I mean, we are entering a pretty tricky situation, in my personal opinion, where still we're getting a lot of signals that we might be moving even higher, and at the same time, we are getting signals that we might be topping out. Let me know in the comments down below what you think about that exactly. Okay, are you still bullish? Are you still bearish? Are we still going to be moving even higher for this cycle, or is this cycle already over? What are you thinking? Let me know in the comments down below. And anyways, guys, with that being said, I'll see you in another update video tomorrow morning.